Today is Friday and I've decided to share with you what I'm having for dinner. Now, some of you have been inquiring what I do these days in order to maintain my weight. You've heard about my weight loss journey. Some of you might not have, but it's fine. Just read through some of my older posts, and if you're on YouTube, my older videos. I have been following the 1 meal a day diet for quite a number of years, about 3 years. But these days, over the past a year and a half, I've changed up a little bit. I have added an additional meal, not really a meal, but a happy hour of desserts on Saturdays and Sunday nights. So this will usually range around maybe 11-ish, sometimes even midnight. But of course, I give myself some time before going to bed. So I have my dessert, which can be frozen yogurt. And mind you, I don't take these desserts lightly. If I really want to enjoy myself, I really go all out. If not, I don't take it at all. I don't do a half-hearted approach to things. So I really have like a 1 liter, or maybe can even be 2 liters worth of frozen yogurt or even ice cream. So these days I'm able to control myself and get my mind to really stop eating when I want to stop, or when my body tells it, okay, you're getting overloaded, please stop, and I will be able to stop. Previously, you've read my story many years ago, I will not be able to, or until probably I feel like puking. But these days I'm able to. And so what do I usually have for dinner? So I have my 1 meal a day and on Mondays to Fridays. But having said that, I would like to recommend to everyone not to count calories, because for me as a food lover, I love trying out all sorts of different foods, and counting calories really pains me. It's like you're trying to restrict your body, and I feel like in life we should not restrict our enjoyment. You want to, food is something, if it's something that you enjoy, then go ahead and do it. Of course, in terms of health wise, if you need to restrict certain types of foods, in terms of maybe due to your allergic reactions, or even for your health purpose, doctor's orders, then do so, but modify it in a way that makes you feel comfortable. For example, maybe if you can't eat a certain food, have something very similar in taste. And for example, if you can't eat ice cream, then change it to frozen yogurt, or regular yogurt, but freeze it and add some fruits, which is what I started to do many years ago when I was starting to change from ice cream to yogurt. Now, food-wise, I do not restrict myself. I love, like what I mentioned to you, food, etc. But I've recently, about 3 months ago, converted to becoming a vegetarian. Not for religious purpose, and not even for health purpose, surprisingly. It's for something completely different. It's a different story altogether. I'll share with you. It's a very interesting take on why I converted to becoming a vegetarian. Now, so these days, I don't restrict myself. If my body tells me I want to eat fish, I'll eat fish. It sometimes goes back, although I'm vegetarian, there twice in 3 months, my body just wanted to eat fish, so I gave myself a chance and ate fish balls, fish with flour. Now, for my meal, this is main meal, which consists of a plate of ginger rice, and this thing over here that you see, it's called a begedil. It's a potato cutlet. Fried. I don't take that much fried stuff, but this is deep fried. And you see there's lots of condiments. It's something called a sambal. You heard of the word sambal for non-Asians? Asians are familiar with it. Sambal is basically a paste, chili paste and sauce. It's something like a salsa sauce, but more intense and a stronger kick. Asians, we know about sambal, sambal belacan, or sambal tumis, different types of sambal. And for, of course, My meals are never complete without, you guessed it, beans. Beans, this is something that makes me feel energized, helps my body to feel full, and really gives me an overall sense of well-being. So what are the beans I have today? Today I have my regular red beans. Can you see the red beans? Okay, red beans. And I usually find very unique ways to eat. And I will mix these red beans. I don't really drink the soup, which is made from just water and just a little bit of cane sugar and sometimes brown sugar. But I have black glutinous rice over here, and I scoop up the red beans and pour it in to the black glutinous rice, give it a good mix, and wow, something delicious. Of course, it's delicious on its own, but you come up with new flavors, it gives your body something to look forward to, something special. But I've been having this over a period of 2 years, beans every single day. Beans are very good. It keeps you full, high fiber, plenty of antioxidants. It's a superfood, helps you to cleanse up your body. And I spoke about this in another video, you can have a look at it. And I don't take too much of salt, but I do take spices. Today it's Caribbean spices. Okay, from Long John Silver's. But there's of course this like a Slap Your Mama Caribbean spice bottle. Anything Caribbean spice, I believe is tasty, gives it a good kick, reduces your sodium levels. You don't want to take too much salt. Substitute salt with spices, always good. And what else? Oh, and I end it off by having some coconut bun. Delicious. Try not to pick too much of the processed kind of bun, but remember, I'm a foodie. I'm a food guy. My body wants a bun, I will give it a bun. My body wants 2 buns, I'll give it 2 buns. But my body is able to adjust accordingly. Oh, just one more thing to add. I read this book about 10 years, about not 10 years, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. It's called E Squared. Have you heard about this book, E Squared by Pam Grout? Telling you about thinking positively and more of like a spin of the law of attraction kind of thing. But what I wanted to emphasize is when you eat something, remember to bless the food. It doesn't matter what religion you're from, or even you're non-religious, you're blessing it not because of, if you're not religious, not for religious purpose, but to cleanse your body and mind, because foods are derived, if you are carnivore, you eat from animals. Animals are stressed when they slaughter them, so you get a stressed out food, and this in turn affects your body. So you want to bless the food. So what I usually do, I put my food there on the table, bless it, say a prayer. Food give me energy. I'm religious, so I pray religious way, bless, and then a couple of minutes, sometimes just 30 seconds, bless the food, enjoy the food. So this is my dinner for today. So usually I have it around 6 to 7 o'clock, around there. Then the next meal will be next day, 6 to 7 p.m. except for Saturdays and Sundays, where it's happy hour. So I look after my mom these days, so I try to modify my happy hour a little bit later when she's asleep, so that I don't have to be like stop halfway and get interrupted. Although sometimes I still do, but it's fine. So have your own happy hour. What are you having for your happy hour? I don't like the word cheat meal, or what these fitness professionals usually call them. It's like, when you say cheat, you're cheating yourself. I don't like that. I want it to be called something else. So I was thinking to myself, what should I call it? I just call it happy hour, because it makes you happy, right? So have your own happy hour. Oh, in terms of drink wise, I have plain bottled water, and highly recommend to everyone to have live food every single day. This prebiotics or probiotics, because most of our power and our body's natural resistance and fighting bacteria comes from our gut. So you want to have good gut health, so I usually take probiotics, a bottle, or sometimes two. So that's it. Thank you very much for joining me. See you next time. Cheers.